Hello and Happy New Year, and welcome to the first 2019 episode of Steven Goes to the Movies. Today I went and saw Escape Room. I didn't have high expectations, but I did go in with expectations, and it was a letdown. Starring a cast of mostly people that I don't recognize. One of the main actresses in the movie was in True Blood. That much I know, but everyone else was unknown to me. And I feel like for the most part they all did their best. There were some interesting choices with the camera work, close-ups that would then cut to so the character, looking at the character, then what he's looking at, then back to the character, then back to what he's looking at, and it was just a little jarring. So the basic plot of the movie is we're introduced to a couple of characters living their, whether shitty or successful lives. We don't know much about their backgrounds, but we get little hints, like the one main girl is very quiet, and she has a nightmare about something that happened in her past. The one of the guys can't be at the front counter of a store because it would be bad for business, which makes you think that maybe he did something that reflected poorly upon himself and maybe some others. The third character that we're introduced to early in the movie, he trades in stocks. He buys and sells shares in companies, and he's very successful. He's got lots of clients who give him lavish vacations around the world. We learn that he also doesn't like to sail, and he has a scar, so that's something to keep in mind. Then all of a sudden they each receive a small box, which is a puzzle. As the three of them work through the puzzle in their various ways, they come upon an invitation to go to a game room where the winner gets $10,000. They all end up going to the game room, where we're introduced to three other people. One of them is a middle-aged truck driver who's just seems to be a nice guy overall. There's also the nerdy Indian man who is obsessed with game rooms and video games and all that kind of stuff, and the other successful guy makes lots of virgin jokes and stuff like that, which was just like, why do they have to be dicks to each other? Which then the one guy who can't be in the front at the front counter actually at one point says, why did I have to be put in a game with so many dick bags or something? It was just kind of a funny line that actually got a chuckle out of the audience. And then the last character is played by the girl who's from True Blood. We don't know much about her except that the security guard at the front counter, when she walks in, says thank you for your service. So then we can assume that she was or is in the military, that kind of thing. Pretty quickly into the movie, after that we see that she has some scarring on her back. So just like in the trailers, the game room begins right away. The first room gets hot, the second room gets cold, the third room they didn't show in the trailers, and I don't want to spoil it just because it was kind of a fun room for the most part. But this movie couldn't figure out what its identity wanted to be. You have characters dying in noble ways, and then you have other characters dying for no reason, and it just, none of it made sense for then when you learn what the whole point of everything is, which I guess, spoiler alert, what it is an organization has found a way to entertain those who are hard to entertain, i.e. the extremely wealthy who can buy anything they want, and so have lost the zest for life, you could say. So by watching people kill each other or compete to the death kind of a thing, it gives them that sense of enjoyment that they can't get in any other way anymore. But for that to be like the end of it all, and that like they brought these people together because they were all sole survivors of different situations, to see if there was luck involved, or you know, why they were the ones that survived. And it's just, even like through all that, once you get to the ending, I was still with it until the actual ending, where we have two of the characters who have been able to make it out alive due to some cunning and whatever else, and they kind of sequel baited it, but I don't think it's going to get the sequel that they now she's, you know, the one girl is like, you know, I bought tickets and we're gonna go fly to New York and take down the company that did this to us. And then we see the company preparing to put her into another game room situation on the plane, because now that she's gotten over her fear of flying, they're going to kill her, or I guess. And this could have had a semi acceptable conclusion if the one guy that survived seems to have improved his stature in life. He got a better job where he's now being able to do sales, and you know, he's moving on. But then we've got the girl who, while yes, she's now moved on and she's confident in herself to some degree, she has become obsessed with this organization and wanting to take them down in a way that removes, because now we see that now they're going to go try to kill her again. It removes that chance for redemption and for moving on. Instead of being quiet and reserved, now she's put all her energy into defeating this conspiracy, and it wasn't satisfying at all to me. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please, and click the bell if you'd like. Have a wonderful day.